Alright, everybody. I am in the league just for one league today. Oh, crap, that's right. There's no camera. Alright. Not looking my best, but I'm doing okay. Let's see what might going on. Alright, let's. This is in here, so. Okay, everybody. Here I am. Alright, so I'm in the league, and I'm playing on the pad today. It's not my natural state, but I'm kind of getting used to it. But I do train people enough on pad that I can play on pad. And, yeah, I'm only able to play one league, so I'll be only on for about half an hour. Gonna go hang out with my family's gonna go meet up with my best friend. His family. That was really good. That was excellent. He's adapted to that situation better. Oh, I didn't get my guard. That was so beautiful. Good round. Good round, Setsuna. This is going to be really hard for me to win this, but it'll be a lot of fun today. Ah, I got it. So the good thing about playing on pad is I play very linearly, which means that his his throw attempts are gonna lose a bit compared because I'll be a little more attacking. Normally he's punishing me for doing ECD, and right now I'm having trouble doing ECD, so I just don't ECD as much. ECD I don't think is really a weakness on pad. I just think it feels different, and I think I just have to do a different technique for it. But like it is so much fun doing it on stick. So yeah. Let me see if you guys can hear me a lot. Yeah. Let me see if you guys can hear me a lot. Yep, you guys can hear me well. Good. Good to know you can hear me pretty well. Alright. But yeah, definitely focus on the Akai stream today. You're going to watch me doing Pad Warrior. So, playing with the DualSense. DualSense is pretty good. The thing is, I play pad different than a lot of people. I use this part of my thumb when on D-pad. I've always done that since I was a kid. So, yeah. Stick is hard. No problem, but pad is very strong on Tekken. Like the thing about going like stick is awesome on Tekken, but stick is actually hard on Tekken. Which is why people do Korean stick on Tekken, right? Because the timing requirements. But Tekken is really good on pad. Like yeah. Pad is just really good on Tekken. It works with what Tekken wants to do. Oh, that was punchable. They delayed the low punch. I don't know if they intentionally delayed it, but they did delay it. Very good. Smart. He just waited and said, what does Chanchai normally do? And he punished. That was really good. Yeah. Good. Very good. That was excellent. Good. That back throw is really good. Good game, Blaine. Good game. Very close battle. That's like anytime when you're playing on a device that's not as normal for you, your hands can get cramped. You know, if you go from pad to stick, you can cramp your hands just second guessing your inputs. Same thing when you go from stick to pad. So, but it's not too bad. It's a lot of fun, and I have a lot of fun playing on pad, and I have a lot of fun playing on hitbox. So. What's funny is how it can affect your decision making, or at least it does for me, because I try to work with what I'm comfortable doing. So I will change some of my move lists or my preferred moves based on that. I'm not always gonna force it really hard, but sometimes I will. As I get comfortable, I start trying. This will be interesting because I'll probably be playing at a similar pace as Akai, just by being on pad. One thing that is really good on pad is sidestepping. Like, you can sidestep on reaction a lot better on pad. Same thing on hitbox. That was good weight, good patience. Very good. Thanks, Hanan. I don't know how to take that. Man, that was such good. That was so much fun. That was so much fun. Good game.
GG 圈圈。Sorry. Yeah, round 5. I could see that, Chen Chen. Alright, this is Taco Guys, aka Saskatoon.
Oh, this is gonna suck so bad.
It's a big combo damage.
I tried the 6P and I did high punch. Good game. Pad works. Jimmy on pad is so scary. Jimmy's pie on pad is very scary. So- It is. I like it too. I feel that way too. Part of the reason I decided to do the challenge this week was also that. I was like, it'll be fun to do pad. That's not what I wanted to do. Good game. Good game or not. That was a lot of fun. So much fun. Well, you can't rely on twitching. Yeah, on the twitch skill, you can't. Like the twitch skill is a little harder. But because of my control scheme, I can still do some of the normal stick stuff, but it's harder. There's stuff that we like to do on stick that is really fun to do on stick, right? Like buffering certain inputs and being ready to do a lot of stuff like on reaction. It's a lot of fun. On pad, I'm like, oh, I feel much slower. Like I feel like doing that's gonna hurt my thumb, you know. Yeah, no, that's what. Yeah, I agree, 1,000%. You're like, I can use a different move, and changes your approach. It's really cool. Yeah, I think so. I think that's actually an advice I gave in Portland. I told our panda that actually he might be playing better than he was playing 10 years ago. It's just that the field is different. But the advice I had for Panda from our offline sessions was that Panda can start expanding on what they do in certain situations. It's not just speed and it's not just, like react, right? And so it's like what you're saying, Jimmy, which is it's your Yomi, but it's also when you expand your option list, you can start cycling through stuff on your opponent and you can find better stuff that works against them. You're able to cycle through like, and I've always done this with Leon to a degree, but online is actually a little harder to even do that. But the people that play me offline get to see that I cycle through a lot of things with Leon. I'm like, okay, I can just change it up to this move list and see if you know how to deal with that, you know. And so that became like a gap after the first 10 to 15 games. Suddenly, I'm doing all kinds of stuff with Panda because I'm finding room to really play around with a lot more tools. And that alone makes it a lot harder, right? It's a lot of knowledge checking and a lot of, yeah. And I think playing on pad sometimes forces you to use an option you wouldn't normally. So just like you said, it opens your mind up and it makes you play a little different. And it's really good. Yeah, I agree, 1,000%. just like there, I use elbow, and normally I don't use elbow there, but elbow is a better option. And that was because I had to think about it with the pad. I'm like, oh, I should just elbow, like elbow punch if I evade the intercept kick. Very good throw. That, see, he threw when I was going to sidestep. Good job. Excellent side roll. You did the correct answer. Not everyone does. See how slow that went, but also that actually is half circular. That's half circular, yeah. Good to know. Alright. So there was a punishable move there that I didn't punish. Need to do that more. Oh.
The low kick. That's enough.
Alright, good game, Silverbolt. Very good game. Also, if you're in the Akai channel, you should read the Tengu Man, who's Cherry Boy Hunter. You should read their messages. They're giving really good, strong advice. They're talking about Pi, but they've been playing Pi lately. Pi teaches you a lot of good stuff because Pi is very safe, as Jimmy would say. Jimmy would tell you that Pi is a very safe character, but it's also with that safety. You kind of have to learn a lot of tools when you play as Pi, and there's a lot of good approaches. And Boy Hunter is telling everybody how to like use those tools, how to apply them as conditioning. In this case, they said like against, I think they were fighting Aoi. So numbers is Aoi. My God, my dashes aren't coming in. Like I am trying to crouch dash to throw, and I have to time it a little differently on the pad, I guess. That's a nice trick. Man. That's a little trick that I have. That's trickery with Leon too. The uppercut switch stance, it changes the hitbox. It warps the hitbox. So. Alright, good game, Taco Guy. Good game. I do need to teach you the force side turn. In the long run, you're gonna have to learn a lot of stuff about the side turn game, and you are sharp enough that we can teach it to you early. Usually, I would wait till you're even stronger than you are right now, but the way that you process things, the way that you make these decisions, these tight, quick decisions, that you just make decisions quickly, makes me encouraged that I can explain to you side turn stuff, and that some of it, like over time, it sticks, and it makes more sense about why it works. Yeah, because I think you're the type that plays in that thrives in the exchanges. I think you really like VF's fisticuffs, right? I think you really are enjoying it because the way that you play shows me that you seem to enjoy it.
Oh, that was walking.
Yeah, Leon's mid. Also, Leon cannot hit check it. He has to pretty much predict whether it's going to counter hit or crouch hit to do the punch follow up. But if you block it, it's PK punishable for you. He's minus 13 on block. So there's two things. That move has got huge weaknesses. Elbow punch has huge weaknesses for them. If you evade the first elbow and you don't press anything, and I do the punch and I go past you, you can do a huge combo because I'll be back turned. If you block the first one, you can still evade the second one, and I'm also punishable. And then if you block the whole thing, I'm punishable. So it is super evade and block punishable.
So we get to watch Sasuna versus Sasupons.
It's because I can delay it. I mean, not delay it, but I can. Nice. Very good. Very good. Yeah, keep it symbol numbers, and also pressure me with the mids. This thing is so much funny. It's so funny. Hop away 6 XP. It's like works like a charm. That would be awesome, Juicebox. I'm gonna read that full message soon.
At the end of this month, we have Aya hosting his potentially going to his monthly Cholo Cup.
That was really good. So weekends, I'd like to hop back on VF from time to time. I would love to have you on VF all the time, man.
There's also Defended North coming up soon. Bakuda is hosting, going to host the NFC competition.
Yay, I won against numbers.
This should be the last round.
You're 4 10s.
We should, no one wants to be
Oh, you're 10. Oh, you're 4 to 10 shifts. Oh man.
maybe just like possibility.
Okay, but I'll be available during the daytimes too sometimes if you want to do it. But I think you're the type that doesn't like to Juicebox. I think you're the type that doesn't like to like game before work. So and I think that's a good call. Oh, 4 10-hour shifts. Okay, it's at 5/8. Ah, dang, I see. Okay, but I am happy for you in the upgrade to your lifestyle, the elevation. Congratulations on signing for a rental agreement. Huge congratulations on that, and I hope they're a good landlord. Most of the time they are, but you know, like I said on the Twitter, or my general advice, you know, make sure you match the goodwill. You know, if they don't have good goodwill, yeah, take advantage of the math oversight. but if they do have good goodwill, you know, be good and keep it an honest relationship, and it should be good.
We should be open up then, like approximately 10 to 15 minutes. So those who watch the stream and want to
Okay, I'm glad that. I'm glad. Okay, that's calling it on honestly. That's good. Oh, dang it. So much fun using the 11 frame jab, you know? Oh my god, 6-6 plus K, like, look at that. Watch how 6-6 plus K slightly hops the low punch. What a... That move is so good already. It didn't need that. It doesn't need to low crush. Good, see, that's a good low throw there. On a whiffed low crouching move. I thought I had it. That was so good. Tengu Man, this is so much fun. Even if I'm fighting you on pad, it's a lot of fun. Good game, good game. I thought I had a certain thing I didn't, but that was a lot of fun. Thank you very much, Tengu Man. $1,000. Okay, so they were that bad at the math. Hey everybody, that was a lot of fun. Look at what an insane freaking league. But Hernan sealed it. Hernan like Hernan is standing on a lot of bodies. Right? 7-1 and everyone's like 4-4-4. It's good stuff. Good league. Congratulations, Hernan. Who wins this fight for second? You know, I think Setsuna. Setsuna with +5. Is it such? I can't see that because of the display, but yeah. Let's see if numbers gets that. That was so much fun. Everybody, thanks for supporting today. I am gonna go hang out with my best friend. He's in town for a couple weeks, and we're gonna go to the Arboretum. Not the most fun place for a lot of people, but really good nature walks. Good for hiking. So it's gonna be fun. My kids are going to love it because they love having family time, so we're going to do that. But thank you, everyone. I'm going to join the Discord. We're going to have fun with that chat. I'm going to discontinue this, but please go watch Akai. But I do believe Silverbolt and Blurring are both streaming as well. So and numbers.
Everybody's 4-4.
Thank you. I will definitely. Combo Expert, we're going to fight again. It's going to be a lot of fun.
That's a lot of 4-4s.
Yeah.
And Erna convincingly gets it first place. Thanks again for everyone playing.
Hey, you guys. I'm just going to say thanks to everybody. Oh. All right. You guys there?
Yep.
Yeah. All right. Congratulations, Setsuna, on second. That was awesome. You're the leader. You and numbers are the leader of the 4-pack. You know, that is like. You know. Hernan, congratulations on stepping on all these bodies. You know, so 7-1. That was a really good run. This was a lot of fun. I had a blast. I am enjoying playing on pad. I'm gonna let Akai and Setsuna get back on the podcast, but thank you all very much. Akai, thank you so much. I'm gonna go have fun meeting up with my best friend. You know, two families hanging out, but I wish everyone a wonderful rest of your Sunday. Cherish your loved ones. Have a good time with your relatives and family, and I hope you guys are having a wonderful summer so far.
All right. Once again, Shantai, and see you next weekend.
All right.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Okay, so quickly, Combo Expert, yeah, let's see. Albert says, have a good time. Juicebox, yeah, again, awesome. Taco Guy, this was fun. I like how I did despite... Dude, Taco Guy, you're playing a lot better. You're doing really good. If you want my advice, I can give you some advice before I go. So, I already mentioned it before. You do slightly too many high attacks. There'll be times where you do like a low punch, you get it, but because you did a high punch, your opponent happened to have been mashing low punch and it beat you. You need to, especially after a low punch, you need to be thinking mids. Wolf has all the mids for the frame situation. Wolf has a lot of good mids. So, you need to be doing that. Half circle back punch, screw hook is really good in that situation. Would totally mess them up. And do it singly, and then hit confirm, and then do what you need to do after the screw hook. But with the way your opponents were playing today, screw hook would have hit them so many times in cases where you got 2P'd. So sometimes it's just that it's where you're placing the highs, right? And I think you're placing high because you're trying to counter hit them. You're trying to win on frames. But you've got to... Let me tell you something about that screw hook. That screw hook, even though it's a half circular, it is a freaking 14 frame mid. Everybody's 14 frame mid is elbow. You have screw hook. Now, that does mean that it's effectively a 15 frame mid if it's not buffered. Because of that half circle back input, it's going to cost you at least an extra frame. But if you're buffering it, it doesn't cost you frames. So low punch into screw hook, high punch into screw hook works. You can just do, as long as you know that that high punch is going to touch them, that screw hook is going to, like, you just buffer it in automatic. That's what I do with punch elbow. You always see me punch elbow. Punch elbow works on everybody. So punch screw hook is something Wolf can do. That's like stupidly good, right? Because now you're comparing a half circular move to linear moves. So the fact is, screw hook is a really good move. It's just a move that people, if you have bad habits, screw hook can get punished so badly. The bad habit with screw hook is not hit confirming it, and I think you hit confirm, or at least I think you know when you got a hit versus not. Okay. So screw hook, very good. Use it like that. But you have many other moves. Wolf has 3P. He has 1P, and he has 6P. He also has 6K. 6K works when you're +5. So that's not a low jab unless it's a counter hit. But it is like a high jab. If a high jab touches and punches, hits them, then 6K works pretty good. But screw hook also works very good. So screw hook is kind of the first move to go through, right? 6K becomes like your pocket move when people start doing, like, in the future, people are going to do things like sabaki your punch. Or they're going to try to reverse, like, they're going to do moves that only work against your punch. So sabaki, then your 6K becomes really good against people that do that. 6K, like, when you fight Vanessa players that like to sabaki a lot, 6K narrows them to using only a couple sabaki versus a lot. So it's good against Vanessa. Yeah. Eventually you learn how to condition your opponent with these tools. So it's mostly the highs that were the problem for you, because some of the times, now sometimes playing frame tight does mean you have to buffer a little more, you know, like you have to kind of, so you're confirming a lot, like, which is what you have to do in Tekken. But in VF, keep working on your animation checking, keep working on your prediction of the hit state, based on what you're seeing, right? When you're doing certain stuff and you see an opponent go down for a low punch, you can start to see that after a while, and you can start seeing that low punch long before it touches you. So, and long before you touch them. So as you keep building that, and you are building it, just the way that you're playing automatically builds the skill. So just know that that's coming. So in the back of your mind, just try to make your judgments a little better. But the easiest way to make your judgments better is to focus on the mids. Use the mids in these situations that are about to resolve. Your low punch is about to hit, a mid after that's pretty good. That's the basic idea. There's a lot of times where you kind of do highs, but you don't really need to. Wolf has a lot of amazing mid attacks. He's all mid throw. I mean, he's mid throw the game. So his mids are very good. And that's going to improve your... I didn't want to give it away too early. I didn't want to give it away during single A, because because the pace that you and Silverbolt were working at was good for both of you. There's stuff that you're learning in the matchup versus Silverbolt, and stuff that Silverbolt's learning in the matchup against you. And I wanted to keep that going, and I didn't want to just suddenly give you a way to like. I think it was a good spot, and I was like, okay, once this league's over, I'll tell Taco Guy these things. But yeah, yeah. So here's the thing about evade. Evade is Wolf's biggest weakness. Don't try to beat evade with throw, and really try to beat evade with throw. 100%. Throw is a better option against evade, because strong players are going to try to evade to your front, crouch dash cancel it into a standing guard. And they do that because technically Wolf's half circular mix-up is screw hook versus the slow sidekick, the 3K plus G. And the problem with that is the problem is that ECDG in many frame situations that you're in when you guys fight beats both. What it does is by evading to the front, 3K plus G in theory should beat evading to the front. But 3K plus G is so slow that the opponent can crouch dash and then cancel the crouch dash into a standing guard in time to block it in many frame situations. So you have to be to force that decision, you have to be at the right amount of frame advantage to really force the half circle back punch, which is a screw hook, versus the super combo sidekick. So that's the weakness for Wolf. This thing makes Wolf on paper actually look kind of bad. It's not that bad, but you do have to get more creative, and you should use your throws more to beat people that sidestep. That's kind of the thing. So if you use your throws to beat sidestep, screw hook becomes just a good mid that happens to be half circular, because you're using it to punish them for attacking. So that's the mindset. The mindset is, I guess that they were going to defend, which means evade. Defend, to beat defend, I throw. Throw just wins. That way you can say you don't have to mess with your mental stack by worrying about which direction they were going and which half circular you're using. Later on, you'll be able to switch it. You'll be able to go, okay, I just do that half circular and I do that half circular. That's good too, but that goes for a deeper kind of read. But that becomes when you start identifying the logic of their evade, and you want to do a hard punish for that. And that's good. But keeping it simple and keeping it Wolf, the throw is how you counter sidestep. The mid is how you punish people that attack from a disadvantage. So keep that in mind. Work on your mids a bit more, but work on them as follow-ups to your jab and your low punch. What's happening is there's a lot of times where you're doing a low punch or a high punch, and then you do another high attack, and the opponent just mashed low punch because they felt the pressure, not because it was the correct thing to do, and it worked. And then they kind of subconsciously realize that low punching you works, and it does. It works because you do a little bit too much highs. So yeah, I hope that makes sense. I hope that will help you get stronger sooner, but I think you are playing an amazing... you're a very intelligent player. This is the thing. You're a very smart player, so that's why I feel like I can over-explain stuff to you. You're learning VF. You're doing really good. Each week, there is improvement. I see it. But yeah, so I hope those tips make sense to you. I can write it down to you later. Ask me if you're confused. And, let's have some more fun battles, and I always have fun watching players like you grow. But yeah, basically just do a little bit more mids in your sequences, just a little bit. Sometimes getting good at using the mids and neutral is very good, because that's how you stop people from crushing you. Wolf doesn't like being crushed, and if you stop people from crushing you, things like Wolf's 6-2K becomes really good. 6-2K is a pretty cool move, but it mainly works if you keep people relatively honest in their play. So yeah. All right, man. Have a good one. Have fun in the remaining leagues, and I'll catch you guys later. This was a blast.